And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. First and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here we go, son. Hey, can't. Press right.
Second down, it's Fields. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. So that brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Take go.
Here's Brown. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. The Jets have the advantage. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. On first down, here's Nix to throw. And the they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They send Sutton in motion. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing is Nix. Open man downfield, that's Ingram. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Ready?
To throw is Nix. He's got it to tight end, Adam Troutman. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Throwing, Nix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And the Jets are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
You got a mini base. Watch the don't jump. Ready? Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And this ball incomplete on third down. Here's Jake Bailey now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready up. Here's 1st and 10.
Chop 60, chop 60. Tag. Go.
Back to throw is Nix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Fields. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now he'll run it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Fields. That's complete on the tight end screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing is Fields. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's his second touchdown of the year. Now Zuerlein for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets move out on top, 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Nix now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Back to throw. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
Ready? Here we go. Here we go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He connects with Mims. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
14, Broncos nothing.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Set to return is Xavier Gipson. Now an opening past the 30. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 98 yards. Touchdown, New York. Zuerlein's kick, up and good. And the Jets will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Play action now. It's Nix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Second down. Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
19 Lion. Check go.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
A carry here for Brown. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Check, Bobcat, go!
They'll send a tight end in motion. A run on first and goal to the 5-yard line. Second and goal.
Set!
They'll go with him again. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal.
18. Here we go, set!
Here's Nix to throw. He fumbled the football. The Jets have got it. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
1 yard gain brings us second and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here's second and 9.
Here we go, set! Right.
They'll go again with Hall. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Here we go, son. Out. Yo, EQ. Good night.
Another run here with Hall. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game.
Let's go.
This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put them in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing is Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ready, go.
A 1st down throw for Nix. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL.